Hi, it's Martin, and welcome to another video on my Knit365 YouTube channel. Today's video is an out and about video. I am at the Wonderwool Festival in mid Wales, and I can't wait to take you with me and show you all of the fun. I'm with some dyer friends, so I'll get them on the camera in a little bit. It's been a couple of weeks since my last podcast. I'll talk a bit more about that in the wrap up. There's nothing wrong, it's just been really busy at work, and I've not had a lot of crafting time, and I've not done a lot of crafting, but everything is good, and yeah, let's go and have some fun at the yarn show. We've only been here 5 minutes. Look, here's one.
We're not doing a very good job of controlling each other.
It's undyed yarn. No, I'm not going to dye it myself. One of this lot is going to dye it. There's another one. There's one more. She's paying. We are walking sleep. I don't think she's been on camera yet.
Hello.
She was busy at Chester buying yarn earlier.
Always.
Always. I have a little sneaky show purchase.
Even I haven't seen that.
Ah, no, you haven't seen that. Gemma's got lots of show purchases.
Yeah, and my handbag's full.
Katie won a prize for his hat, as you've just seen.
Of course.
Of course. I'll be back later in this video to do a bit of chatting about stuff. But hope you've enjoyed seeing the footage, and we're now gonna drive home and go and see Mark, who's making food. I think we're having pizza. Although if Darren's watching this, I'm not having pizza, I'm having chicken, and I'm absolutely having chicken. Mark's doing extra chicken just for me. I'm not having pizza.
He's so well trained.
He is very well trained. We love him.
I love it.
Katie and Nick.
Wait for the...
Wait for the camera. Oi!
Laura.
Oi!
Oi! Wait for the YouTube video.
Oh, hello.
Hello!
Sorry.
Just rudely shouting oi down the street. Sorry, I interrupted the conversation. Hello, we're home. I'm going to do a pop a video wrap up. Don't interrupt me. They're all here now. They're all that side of the camera. Mark's here. I'll do a proper wrap up later in the video. So you saw my only real purchase. I did buy a kit to buy a hat. I'll show you that in a bit. This was my proper purchase. This is going to be the thumbnail. So I bought these, as you saw, from I've not even been drinking. None of these. Well, some of them have. They have. So I bought this undyed yarn from Chester, and when I saw it, I was on the Chester table, and it was the sale yarn. I thought, I could buy this, and I know some dyers. Someone could... Dropped it.
I thought you haven't been drinking.
I haven't. Someone could dye me some yarn. And then I made a joke and went, well, maybe I'll put it out to tender and you can all tell me what you would dye. And they were all like, that's not how it works. If you want a jumper, we'll dye you a jumper.
It's not The Apprentice.
It's not The Apprentice. No, so we're calling this Dye Idol. So what we've agreed, and I said this would be good content for the blog. I say, all right, Gemma's now doing this. What we've agreed... Can I just say, this is Gemma, the little grey girl's idea, that they all take 2 skeins each.
That was the only part of this that was my idea.
So, what we're going to do is, I'm going to have the yarn dyed for a jumper. And I'm not going to know what I'm going to get. So, I'm going to make the flax sweater. So it'll be a plain sweater to show off the yarn. I'll do a plain sleeve though, not a bumpy sleeve. So they're going to take 2 skeins each, and they're all going to go in order. So we're going to do the draw now so we know who's going first. So dyer 1 will go first, can do whatever they want. Dyer 2 will then get Dyer 1's yarn when it's dyed and will then follow on from it. And then Dyer 3 will get sent the 4 skeins that have been dyed and will follow on. So they're going to try and work out how to go. And Dyer 3 could go at the end, could go at the beginning, could insert in the middle. Who knows what we're going to get? They've all gone quiet now. They're thinking, what the hell have we agreed to?
Also, agreed.
You did agree with your idea. I hope you folks love this content. It's tough if you don't because it stayed in the video. Right, so we think this is what, DK? It might be MCN, so merino cashmere nylon. So we've got 6 skeins, which will be enough for a sweater. And I've said it should be grey, yellow, blue. My colours. But then Katie said there isn't orange grey, so if Katie goes first, it could be orange. I said, as long as it's not bright blue, because I've got plans to make a bright blue jumper.
Yeah, that's fine.
No pressure. Gemma.
That's on the list.
Right. I've written down the numbers. I'm going to spin you around. We'll do the draw. I'm going to get a ball. I'm going to bring the camera to you now. You haven't even got to get up. Oh, Lordy. You don't have to be a face if you don't want, Nick. Nick's here. Kitey's here. Mark's here. Gem's here. Should we spin around? They're all here. Woo! We're having a post-yarn show party. It's been the best night. Right, I'm spinning. Right. I've got Mark's Le Creuset baking thing with the numbers in. Right. So Gemma's decided boys first. So Kitey's going first, yeah?
Yeah.
First is...
Who's going? No, this is your number.
Oh, I
Your
see.
number.
It's stuck together. I'm going to second.
Oh!
Middle of the road.
No pressure, ladies.
I'm going second.
Right.
Do you want to go first? Do you want me
Who's drawing?
to go?
So they can
Go on, Em.
follow and gaps. You can do the middle bit.
Right.
Kill me now.
Dun dun dun.
What's my doing?
Hi, Nick.
1. Yeah, but I think 1 is best.
I think
do what I want.
you can do what you want.
Yeah.
The worst is 3 because I've got to fix whatever you.
Gemma's got to tie the whole thing together.
Like number 1.
Yay!
Neon yellow it is.
Neon yellow. Yeah, so Nick is known for her brights, and Gemma's known for her greys, and Kitey's known for orange.
It's going to be a lovely blue grey with orange and neon yellow.
You can literally do what you want.
Yeah, you get.
Right, so I'll be back in a minute and we'll wrap up the rest of this crate. I haven't blogged for 2 weeks. I promise you I've not been drinking. I've not blogged for 2 weeks. So I'll be back in a bit and catch you up and I'll share the hat that I bought.
No,
Have I not shown you? Oh, I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, so there we go. Stay tuned. At some point this year, we'll get a jumper. That wasn't meant to be shady. That wasn't... As in, there's no time pressure. Like, you guys can do it when you can fit it in. That was...
but there is the pressure. It's a hit me.
Right, okay, let's go. And it's now Sunday. It is 5 o'clock. So Kitey and Nick have gone home. Gemma's still here.
Hello.
She's on the sofa. Mark is here.
Hello.
We've been for a big Sunday roast, which was lovely. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of wrap this video up. It's been a bit chaotic. It's been a while since I podcasted, only 2 weeks, but you know, it feels like a while. So hope that you enjoyed seeing Wonderwool. It was really lovely to go back to the show. It'd been a few years, I think probably 5 years since Mark and I went as customers. Obviously, the last few years I have been to the show and worked with the lovely ladies of Ammonite Yarns and Michelle of Woolly Wumpkins. But was just there as a visitor this weekend. So it was really nice to go there on Saturday. I think Gemma, Kitey and Nick really enjoyed walking around and seeing a yarn show when they're not working and bending. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was very restrained with my purchases. So you've seen my undyed yarn. They all went for coffee. I had band this morning. They all went for coffee this morning. Apparently it was discussed. I don't know what's going to happen with that now. Stay tuned for future videos. But at some point, we're going to see what Martin's crazy jumper becomes. But one of the vendors that I did my usual in the show. I didn't film the whole thing. It's way too big. If you've never been to Wonderwool, it really is worth going. It's definitely kind of one of those destination shows you could spend all weekend there. And I think I've said before, it's not your usual yarn show. It often feels a bit like an agricultural show as well, because they have livestock there, which you saw, and it's kind of everything from the animals all the way through to actual finished projects with actual wool woven fabric and dresses and everything in between, including hand-dyed yarn and knitting accessories and things loosely related to yarn, like yarn bowls. They're really related, but also there was, I don't think I took a photo of it, but there was a ceramic maker there who was on the stand actually hand molding out of clay like sheep decorations for the wall. It's such a great show, and my footage will no way do it justice because it's really, really big. But I tried to film the few bits I thought you might like, so I hope that you enjoyed some of that footage. One of the stalls that I did go to though was Maggie and Me, and I just fell in love with this super chunky hat pattern. Gemma's now looking across from the sofa going, what? Because she hasn't seen this yet. So I bought the hat pattern and I bought the wool to make the hat. Excuse the rustling. So I'm not sure what colours, which way around I'm going to do the colours yet, but of course it's grey. So I have 4 colours. So I think the main hat pattern is going to be in this grey. So this is the Maggie and Me super chunky. It's 100% merino, and it's knit on a 10mm needle. We all need super chunky projects. So Maggie and Me, this is the Earl Grey colourway. So I think this is going to be the main colour for the hat, which is in cream on here. And then the colour work section, I think what I'm going to do is work it in an ombre style. So I'm going to do the black, which is paint it black colourway, into the silver grey, and then into natural thing. So I think I'm going to do the colour work like that with a pattern with a grey background for the main colour. So when will it get done? Who can say? It won't be in, obviously I don't need a chunky hat now. We're coming into spring, but I love a chunky project. And 10mm needles, that's a perfect Sunday afternoon project. So I'm really glad that I picked that up, as well as my my naked skeins. So we will see what, these are yours. Gemma was looking, what are they for? No, these are your 2. Nick and Katie have taken theirs, so we've got these 2 for you.
I have to wait till last.
You have to wait till last. Gemma's going last.
If they're horrid, I'm going to overdye them all one time.
It's like, I'm going to get them back. I'm going to go, oh, 6 skeins of grey. And Gemma's going to say to the others, going, I didn't like what you did and I couldn't do anything with it, so I've just dyed them grey. It'll be fun. And then, yeah, like I haven't podcast for 2 weeks. Work has been absolutely bonkers. If you followed me on Instagram, last week you'll know I was away with work. So I run a team, and part of my team are based a lot around the country. So I had a out and about week last week. So I went down to Hove and Brighton, then I went up to Scotland and then back. So I was away Monday to Thursday. I did do some crafting while I was away. It was I did 2 projects while I was away. So Toft have been doing this Easter's or spring. It launched around Easter, but it's the spring cal to make ipso, get it? To make a frizzle chicken. So this is as far as I've got. I was up to date until the final day. So this is my frizzle chicken, which again, if you follow on Instagram, you'll have seen this already. But it's a standard bird shape. And then you make all these individual feathers. They are crocheted directly onto the fabric, but each feather is individually made and then individually edged. I've done the final day. I've done all of the feathers to go on the top. They just all need edging. So they're going to be edged in this blue colour here for the charcoal ones, and then these blue ones I think are edged in the dark, I think. But I just need to do that and then I'm up to date. So while I was away with work, I took this. It was an easy project to do a little bit every evening. Although, and I don't think Carrie's going to watch this video, but if she does, in one of the daily videos, because it was part of the crochet along, Carrie was like, oh, the wings took me 40 minutes. It took me 2 hours. I don't think she did it in 40 minutes. If you did, Carrie, you are super speedy, which we know you are, but I'm not convinced. So yeah, it took me nearly 2 hours. And because I was away with work, I've been exercising. I was awake late. I couldn't drop off to sleep. So most nights I was finishing after midnight, but I got that bit of the project done. So I've been working on that for the last couple of weeks. The first week I didn't podcast just because I didn't have anything to show you, because with work and band, I asked you all to vote on, should I do the blue socks or the pink socks? I think the pink socks won, but they're over there now, I can't get them. But I didn't work on anything. I didn't work on them. And I felt a bit bad podcasting because I didn't really have anything to show you. But then I guess I could have just come on and said, I've not done anything. Because real life happens, right? And sometimes you don't get time to craft because life happens. So yeah, first week I didn't do anything because I didn't video because I didn't have anything to show you. And the second week I've then been away with work and it's just been a bit crazy. And yeah, but I'm back. So what better way to be back than with a yarn show trip? So I worked on the chicken last week, and then the other thing I've worked on while I've been away is a cowl project for my Pride collaboration. So this is crazy yarn. So this wonderfully vibrant colour is by James Makes Yarn. And I don't think anything screams James Makes Yarn quite like this colourway. So this is the Kaleidoscope colourway by James. And it's I can't remember the name of the pattern. I'll pop it on screen. It's the pattern that I've used before. It's such a quick pattern. It's made for double knit yarn on a 5.5mm hook, which makes it super speedy. So I did this last week as well. I really love the colour pooling. So this is the bottom, and I really love how, especially here, the colours have pooled but striped. I really love it. So this is now finished. So my Pride collaboration, there'll be loads more about this coming up through the summer, but it's basically, I've reached out to dyers and designers and makers that I love, and I'm asking them to make some donations of some yarn, and I'm making projects that you folks can then enter into raffle and win. And lots of other people. If you don't watch my YouTube, but you watch on Instagram, you won't know this because you're not watching the YouTube. But you know what I mean? I'm going to do a public raffle, and then folks can win lots of really good prizes. So thank you very much to James for the donation. I finished my Toft sheep, which I was showing in a previous video. They're done. They're in a box away. I'm not going to go and get them. There will be a separate video for the Pride collab. But in the last week, I've made the cowl and I've done the chicken. So this week now, I'm going to get back to the socks, and I want to get those sorted and off the needles if I can. So I'm going to go to the pink one to start with, and then I need to look back and see which of the whips won the Let's Talk About the Whip when I asked you to nominate. So I'll find out which one that was, and we'll talk about that in the next video. And yeah, I think that's it. Everything's fine. It's just been busy. But Gemma's here. We've had a really wonderful weekend. So Gemma's here for the evening. So I don't know what we're going to do. Watch telly. Not eat pizza. They might eat pizza. I won't.
I'm not sure I have space for pizza.
No pizza. We've been for a 3-course meal. It was lush. We went for a Sunday roast before Nick went home. So yes, I only had 2 courses. I didn't have pudding. I feel like I have to carry out these things now in case Darren watches my videos. Darren's like, you had 3 courses and you had pudding. Like, I didn't. And I went for a run this morning. 6 kilometers. Whoop, whoop. Exciting. So yeah, so we're going to get back to our Sunday. I'm going to edit this together. And yeah, you'll see this on Monday. I'll be back next Monday with a bit of a catch-up video, although it's Bank Holiday Monday here in the UK and we're away. We've got plans for the weekend. So there will be a video on Monday. It might be a sit-down and a pre-record about some of the whips, maybe. We'll see. But it's nice to be back. I'm sorry I had a 2-week gap. Thank you so much to everyone that checked in and went, are you okay? It's like, yeah, I'm fine, just busy. But it's really sweet of you all to check in. So thank you very much. So from me and from Gemma and from Mark and the voices from the distance, yeah, have a lovely week. Do lots of crafting. Let me know in the comments below if you've been to Wonderwool. Were you there this year? Have you been before? What you think of the things I've been working on, the projects, all the things as usual. Leave me a comment. I love to read them all. And thank you very much for watching. If you were new here and this was your first video, there will be other videos that will have more yarn content. So definitely hop back and hit that subscribe button. It's lovely to have you all here. And if you were a returning viewer, thank you very much for coming back and giving me a little bit of your time. So I'm going to leave this now. I'll be back next week. So until we speak again, happy crafting.